please subscribe to our channel and give a thumbs up to this video. Now in this video we are going to talk about the IGCSE. So the exam board is CIE. The subject will be business studies. Today we will make use of the paper 2 question, and is adopted from the 2019 winter series. So the topic for today is about the financial analysis. Okay, so I have put the I will go for a few questions. So I've put the questions here and the marking guidelines. Okay, the answer and the marking guidelines here. Okay, and to make sure you have a better understanding. Now let's read the question. So we have to make use of this appendix 3 in the left bottom corner of this video, and to consider which option would be the best. So that option 1 would be the wedding, and option 2 would be the birthday parties. Okay. So there are total 5 items to compare. First of all, price. Okay, and then quantity, cost. Okay, and a number of sales volume, etc. Okay. So here, so first of all, we have to work out all these items. Okay, so I would do, one for you as an example. So first of all, we have to work out the total, that means the total revenue. Okay, so how to do that? So we will make use of this, the price times the number of people. So that is, I will show you. So this one will be equal to $50 per each times 500. Okay, so that would give us 25,000 as the revenue. And then next, you have to put down the variable cost for the event. So that is the variable cost times the number of people. So I will do that for you again. So this one is about $20 times 500 people. So after that, with these two figures, then you can use as a deduction. Okay, so use the total revenue, deduct the variable cost, then you will have 15,000. Okay, so minus 50k for the variable cost, then you have this one. Next, we have to grab the total cost of the event. So the total cost of the event, so you can see here. So the fixed cost of each event is 1,000. Okay, so there are total 10 events per month. Okay, so you can do the answer very easily. So it would be the fixed cost 1,000. Okay, the fixed cost is 1,000 for the fixed cost, and then we will add up the the variable cost. Okay, add up the variable cost. So the variable cost is here 10,000. So when you add it up, it will be 11,000 for an event. So you try to you can, and then you can deduce the profit per event. Okay, so that's very easy, right? So you make use of this gross profit, the gross profit, the GP, the gross profit minus the fixed cost. Okay, so that is 15000 minus 1,000. Then you can grab here this one, 14,000. So and then we can try to compute the total revenue per month. Okay, by this is very easy, right? You times 10. Okay, so for all these for all this value, so you make it times 10. Okay, because there are also 10 events. Okay, times 10 times 10. Okay, so of course the profit per month would be times 10, right? So it's not that difficult at all. You make use of these figures times 10, then you can grab the answers. So I would say the same calculation rules applies to the birthday parties. Okay, so then you can grab all these figures. Okay, you might stop this video if you want to see how to do that. Okay, if you understand how to compute all these figures, then we can try to take a look the answer. Okay, So there are, okay, of course, a lot of, I would say, a recommendations you may give. Okay, so you may select either option 2 or option 1. Okay, with with your justification. Say for example, if you pick option 1, okay, so you may say, if I pick option 1 because they had the highest profit per event. On the other hand, you may pick option 2 because they has the highest profit per month. Okay, so as you can see, okay, there are a lot of ways, okay, to pick your options. But look for the right hand side. When you try to do this, okay, if you want to score high marks, okay, you must, okay, do correct calculation, of course, and give justified conclusion. So there are a lot of ways to do the conclusion. Okay, so you must make use of the application. Say for example, there are, okay, you are doing catering services as first. Okay, you only have 10 full-time employees, you have a cash flow problem, so you import food ingredients. So you might also consider these, okay, and in your, in your recommendation. As you can see in the question, okay, you do not just make use of financial analysis, you also need, the other information provided. So let me put it this way. So when you try to, answer this type of question, so first of all, you have to give quantitative. By using appendix 3, okay? Using appendix 3. Then we have quantitative analysis. Next, we have to make use of qualitative. So you can have this qualitative, qualitative stuff here. So you have to check it out. You have to go back to the paragraph to check out the relevant information. I will show you. Say for example, you have only 10 full-time employees, so you have to figure out how to do that. On the other hand, you have a cash flow problem. Okay, so that's from the paragraph. So you have to make use of all these to give you the answers, okay, to pick up your recommendations. I would like to move on to keep talking about the cash flow problem. Okay, we have just identified the cash flow problem in the previous part. Okay, so here, so the question will be, I've put it here, is talking about, okay, how the ways to improve the cash flow problem. As you can see in appendix 2, they are facing, okay, a cash flow problem. So here, so how to do that? There are two ways to do that. Okay, so think about it. They have highlighted already two problems, so let me highlight that for you. So the first problem they're facing is about they paid the food ingredients in cash, but on the other hand, they offer trade credit to the business customers. So of course they have a cash flow problem. Okay, so how to solve this? Think about it. So let's get started with the food ingredient problems. Okay, you pay cash, right? So what you try to do, you try to arrange credit. Okay, don't pay cash. Okay, so let me mark it down for you. Don't pay cash. So that's the very first rule you have to understand. So next, how about your customers? Okay, you offer credit to your customers. So what you should do? So that's a very easy question, right? What you should do if you offer, okay, credit for your clients? So you try to reduce the credit, okay, and speed up the cash flow. Okay, so so that's another way to do it. So think about it. So the way to do it is to increase the cash inflows, and on the other hand, reduce the cash outflow. So that's the two way to improve the cash flow problem. So these are the two ways: focus on the cash inflow and reduce the cash outflow. So here I would like you to take a look. TV. Okay, what is the meaning of TV? So it is a marking guidelines for the teachers. Okay, TV, that means 2 week. Okay, don't talk about stupid stuff like borrowing bank loan. No, it's 2 week. So please don't do that. So I would like you to read this answer so they can make use of trade credit to delay the cash outflow. Delay the cash outflow. Now, if you want to score 9 to 10 marks, you must make use of the you must score the application marks. Okay, so that is, you have to make references to the case. Okay, you have to make look at the case in the left part of the video. Okay, and then you try to talk about how to improve the cash flow. Okay, say for example there are okay, so let me highlight some for you. Okay, there are a lot of part-time employees. So what you can do, you can keep you can keep the money in account for longer if you have a better cash flow. Then you can pay the wages of the 90s employees. Okay, so this is a way to make use of the paragraph. As you can see, let me do the math for you. So they have 100 employees, but there are only 10 full-time employees. So and then you have to work out how many part-time employees do they have. So that is 100 employees in total minus 10 full-time employees. Then you will have 90. Okay, so 90 employees, they are work as part-time. Okay, so this is how you do the math. Okay, so why are there 90 part-time employees? Because you have to do the math here. So that's all for this 4A. Okay, how to improve the cash flow. So I would like to move on to the last part of this video. Okay, it's also about financial analysis. It's about, there are 3 ways. Okay, there are 3 things. Okay, the first one is about increasing the income tax. The second one is about appreciation of country-set currency. Okay, so what is country-set? So I would like you to go back to the paragraph. Then you can see country-set. Country-set, this is the company where the company work in. Okay, so this is country-set. Okay, they're working in country-set. So here, so you have to talk about what are the possible effects. Okay, so which changes will highlight to have the biggest effect on the profit. So so first of all, when you talk about the increasing income tax, so here you will focus on the nature of the business. So what do they do for the business? So you may check it from the source. Okay, so from the source it talks about they do wedding and birthday parties. Okay, so think about it. Who will do the wedding and birthday parties? The poor, or I would say the rich, or the middle class. Think about it. So of course it might be the middle class. So it might be the case that their target customers, they are affected. So next, look for the appreciation of the currency. So right now you have to focus on this one. It's about the cost of the raw materials. So then you have to refer back to the case. So in the case, it talks about, okay, their raw materials, they grab it from import. Okay, because they are higher quality. So of course, the appreciation would make it, the import ingredient to be cheaper, right? So that's the effect. Okay, that's the effect. So and then I would like to move on to the boom stage. Okay, so this is the boom stage. Of course, is about the incomes, right? It will turn more demand for the catering service. I would say this one is quite easy. So so I would say all these effects, okay, when you try to do that, it's quite easy. But please, okay, make a reference to the source. You can see in the marking guidelines. You have to expand your answer by making use of the source. So let me try to take a look one example with you. So we'll try to take a look here. So you can see here, so they have a very, I would say, comprehensive deduction, okay, when you try to answer the question. Say, for example, the increase in income tax would lower the disposable income and reduce spending, okay. So people has less money to spend on essential items, and it will reduce the amount they spend on luxury items. So then, and this will be the solutions, okay. So I'll use another color. So this will be the solution. So when you talk about the luxury products, you are making reference to the case, okay? So these are luxury products. So remember, you have to quote the case, okay? What is the case referring to? Now, look for the application marks, okay? If you want to score 10 marks, okay, please, okay, you have to make justify the conclusion, okay? So there are a lot of things that you may quote in the source. Say, for example, people have increased spending on luxury goods, okay? Competitors, they pay higher wages. So you can grab all these from the source, okay? Then that's it, okay? So so here, okay, I would like you to highlight this one. Say, for example, catering business, they are reporting they have a shortage of skilled workers. So that means competitors, they are going to pay, they will pay higher wages for employees. So on the other hand, okay, if you look at the case, you will see how many employees do you have. So so I would underline that one for you. In the case, it talks about you have 100 employees, but there are only 10 full-time employees. Think about it. That means there are almost 90, okay? There are almost 90 employees. They are worked as part-time. So these employees, they will leave, okay, as soon as other people, they pay higher, okay? So you have to put all these into considerations, okay? Thanks for watching the video. Remember to subscribe and give a thumbs up to us.